Today I fucked up by dropping my keys on my cat again. I have this bow today. I fucked up Albermilla cat, who is amazing. He's really more of a dog than a cat. Extremely loving and affectionate, and he follows me everywhere, even tries to follow me to the shops. So about a week ago I was outside having a smoke and he was outside too, sat on a little wall waiting for me to finish up. I get my keys out, and as I do I nearly lose my grip on my phone. So the old reflexes kick in to stop me dropping it, but at the same time my keys are flung out of my hand and hit my boy square in the head. Frown. He has been really sketchy ever since when he hears the rattle of my keys, so I've been trying to get him used to them by placing them on the ground, letting him have a sniff around and playing with him using the keys. He started to get a bit more chill the past week, which was great. And then it happened again today. Woman face palming. Too long didn't read. I finally got my cat chilled again after accidentally dropping my keys on him, only to do it again a week later. Edit, cat tax fulfillment. The key here is to not drop these things on the cat again. I see what you did there. I just hope I can unlock his trust again. I love how it says again on the title. I think I might need to invest in a keyring strap. My partner was putting vinegar on his chips several months ago when the cat suddenly peeled out of the room as though the hounds of hell were chasing him. I followed him into the hall to find him blinking one eye and trying to rub it with his paw. A splash of vinegar had went in his eye. Ever since then, if we lift a bottle, especially God's Nectarian brew, he runs for his life. Oi bugger. Or poor thing. Vinegar in the eye is a bitch. I dropped my keys on our cat when he was a kitten over 10 years ago, and he still backs off when I unlock the door. TBH, I have a large bunch of keys and I bet it really hurt. So yeah, the cat will not forget or trust you when opening the door. This makes me so sad. Thankfully my keys are pretty compact, but the velocity of the fling probably caused harder impact. He will never trust me again. Tired face. I have only had that accident happen once, and he was a bit wonky for the entire day. I was rather worried he had a concussion or something. He got over it. No biggie. They are tough bastards, cats. I'm kind of glad I'm not the only one to have made this mistake. Someone else commented that they'd done the same thing. I'm glad your cat is okay. Today I fucked up by accidentally getting too many presents. Okay, so I know how the title sounds like a humble brag, but trust me, it really isn't. For context, I'm a 33-year-old guy who lives about 200 miles away from any family. I got a message this morning from my dad. He told me that I was getting a late birthday present in the post either today or tomorrow via Amazon. Now my birthday was in late November, but I know what he can sometimes be like. Plus there's the whole Christmas/COVID thing, so I gave him a pass. Naturally 30 minutes later an Amazon stamped package arrived at my doorstep, and upon opening it was greeted with the 2013 vinyl reissue of Jamiroquai's second album. Not an overly important detail, but it still kinda comes into play. I thanked him for the gift and left him to finish his break before heading back to work. Before heading out for a food shop, I decided to take a photo of myself with the record for social media, thanking my dad in the process. Cut to later that day. I returned from the shops to find a rather flustered message from my buddy Steven. It appears that both he and my dad had the same idea gift-wise after looking through my Amazon wish list, and he wanted to know what else I would like instead. After some thought I asked for the third Jamiroquai album, to round off the reissue set, and he was more than happy to oblige. I then left him to go back to his work from home. A couple of hours ago I get a message from my father. He says the record wasn't from him. It was then that I realized I'd made a massive boo-boo. Not only had Steven bought me one gift, and not a cheap one might I add, but had now bought me another gift of similar price, thinking he was doing the right thing. With a tail between my legs I got in touch with Steven and told him the score. Thankfully he found it hilarious and we managed to sort everything out. Too long didn't read. I thought I'd gotten a late birthday present from my dad when in fact it was from one of my best mates for Christmas, who upon hearing about it bought me yet another Christmas gift to make up for it. My mom has this obsession with finishing her Christmas shopping in like, fucking August, but I live out of state, so she's had to settle for still too damn early, because if it shows up within a week of my birthday, I don't assume it's a stupidly early Christmas gift. I mean, it's not really today I fucked up. Funny story though. It's my first time posting, so wanted to go in a little easy. I do have a bigger story that involves fire, but that's for another time, lol. First world problems right here, LMFAO. Never heard of the artist. May check them out. Nice story. Your friend buying you 2 gifts though, what a guy. Yeah, that's a friend for life. Today I fucked up by almost teaching a student about flexible genitalia. A few years ago I worked as a teacher at a junior school. My job was mainly teaching kids piano on a one-to-one basis. This was towards the end of the year and about a month away from final exams. To get all my kids ready, I made Word documents with their requirements for the exam, and I would then tick each one off when I was satisfied they could do each section properly. One of my top favorite kids, Benjamin, 9, came in for his lesson one morning. As we're going through his scales, I dropped my pencil behind the piano. So I tell him to keep practicing while I borrow one from the teacher next door. When I return, he looks at me a bit puzzled. Ben, Mr. Spiggerish. What's Bendycocks? MS. What? B. What's Bendycocks? MS. B. MS. Where did you hear that? B. Pointing to my unlocked phone on the table, over there. At this point I start freaking out a bit. Did he look through my gallery? Did my GF send me a risky text at work? Was the lads group chat getting out of hand again? MS. On my phone? B. Yeah, over there. Look. He picks up my phone and shows me the Word document with his exam requirements open on it. Right at the top is the title, Ben.docx. Little bastard almost gave me a heart attack because he didn't read the title properly. I explained to him it was his name and it was a Word document. Satisfied, he kept playing through his scales without a care in the world. I stopped using nicknames for my document titles after that. Too long didn't read. Student misreads the name of a Word document, makes me think he saw a floppy willy on my phone. That could have gotten you a visit by the constables. I am glad to hear you sorted it out, lol. Bendycocks hahaha could be a good online persona. Void of students, that is. Kids these days are ruthless, man. They had us in the first half. Ben.docx even had me at first, not gonna lie. Was the lads group chat getting out of hand again? Lamau cracked me up.